It's supposed to have a couple different layers of mesh, so it's supposed to be more difficult for her to rip apart. So that's the first toy. And then we also got her this little squeaky ball thing. Hey guys, I'm Holly, and you may know me from my beauty and fashion channel here on YouTube. And today I've got a very special guest with me whom you may also know from my channel or possibly even her channel. This is my Shiba Inu EEVEE, and today we're going to be doing a pet haul for you. And before we even get started, I want to say a big thank you to the Pet Collective for asking us to do this video. We not only were able to get some fun stuff for EEVEE, but we were also able to donate $500 to a charity of our choice. So if you're not familiar with EEVEE, she is a Shiba Inu and she's going to be 1.5 years next month. This is actually the first video that we've done sitting down together, so I honestly can't guarantee how she's going to be during it, but she's very nosy, so she'll probably be interested in seeing the products that I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to start off with her toys. So honestly, I'm really bad at keeping things from her, and I wanted to keep them all new before I show them to you guys, but I could not help myself. She really wanted them, so I did let her play with them before doing this haul. But I saved some of the packaging, so that's got to count for something, right? So the first thing I want to show you is this little dragon / dinosaur toy that we got from Target. It's supposed to be pretty much indestructible, and EEVEE is definitely a power chewer. She can rip apart toys and just everything like that. She loves toys, so we wanted to see if they were indeed, you know, indestructible. So we have 2 of these for her. We picked this one up afterwards just because the first one held up so well, and so far she has not been able to rip it. It's supposed to have a couple different layers of mesh, so it's supposed to be more difficult for her to rip apart. So that's the first toy. And then we also got her this little squeaky ball thing. And she actually really likes this. This is probably one of the only balls that she has because she can't have tennis balls. She rips all the fur off. And this one I thought was going to be a tough enough shape where she wouldn't be able to rip any of these little nubbies off. So she really likes this. It rolls and it squeaks, and you know, she loves it, huh? You love this. You love this. Alright, so we had to put the toys down because it was getting way too distracting for both of us. So now we're going to move on to treats to kind of hold her attention a little bit longer. So the first brand that I wanted to show you is more of a health food type brand, and this is grain-free, potato-free, raw, freeze-dried chicken dinner bites. Now, this is the first time that she's had the chicken, but she does like the beef. We actually got a sample of it, well actually we got a full size, in a monthly subscription for dogs, and she really liked it. So I wanted to try out the chicken because normally she does like chicken more. So I think these are pretty cool, and I don't mind giving these to her because I feel like the ingredients are a little bit better than some of the other treats that she likes to eat, some of the ones that I'm going to show you. So I try to find treats that are tasty for her and also, you know, good for her. So I think that this is a good one. They are a little bit pricey. I think this is like $16, but she does really like it. So for a once in a while treat, it's not bad. This is the Purina Busy Chunola, and this is probably her favorite to eat and my least favorite to give her just because it is kind of messy, but I like to get her things that are long lasting if I'm going to be out all day. I do leave her out. She doesn't stay in a crate while I'm gone or anything like that, but you know, I just want to make sure that she has something fun to entertain herself with. So usually that's the only time that I will give her these. So I will open one up for you, and she's probably going to go crazy. She's looking at me, giving me the eye already. So this is what it looks like out of the package. It almost looks like something a human would eat, like a granola bar or something. But it has 3 different layers. It has a semi-chewy center, and then a rawhide outside, and then it's dipped and rolled in oats, I believe. So she really likes this. Again, I don't like to give it as much because these do come off and it usually gets her paws kind of sticky. But if I'm going to be gone for a while, I do like to give her something like this because I want her to be occupied and I feel bad leaving her. So the next couple things are more pet care items, so I don't know how interested EEVEE is going to be in them, but she is sitting here looking at me. I just don't know if she's going to actually come up and take a look at it. So the first thing I want to show you is something that I picked up from Target, and I have not tried this yet, but we thought that this might be a nice thing. It's a microfiber towel for after she gets out of the bath. Now EEVEE does not get dry very easily after her bath. It actually takes a lot to get her coat fully wet just because of the type of fur that she has and the type of dog that she is. But we thought this might be a good thing because it seems like it would dry her a little bit faster perhaps, I don't know. And then also another thing is that after you give your dog a bath, you kind of don't want to use the same towels that you're going to be using for yourself. So it's nice for her to have her own towel. It's machine washable and all that. So I'm excited to try this out. EEVEE's not going to be excited to try this out. She actually does not like the bath at all. So there's that. Let's take a look and see how big this is. It's a pretty decent size. It comes in a couple different colors, but we chose the red because, I don't know, it goes good with her. But there's that. We also picked up some new shampoo. Actually, this one is a repurchase, but these two are new. This is the John Paul Oatmeal Shampoo and Conditioner, and this is actually Paul Mitchell's pet line. So Steve really wanted to try this out. For me, I was kind of like, it's weird that so many regular hair lines are coming out with animal stuff, but Steve really likes Paul Mitchell, so he wanted to go ahead and support their pet line as well. So these are cruelty-free, they are sensitive skin formula, it's supposed to be moisturizing, and just overall good for dogs that may be sensitive to any kind of additives that may be in shampoos. So EEVEE doesn't really have too many issues with that, but she can get itchy, so I wanted to get something that was a little bit more soothing for her. The other one we got is actually a waterless shampoo, and we have had this before and really liked it. It's from the same brand, and basically this is good for in-between washings. This is good for cats and dogs, and again, cruelty-free. It actually says cruelty-free, tested on humans first, which is kind of cute. And basically all you do is pump it like this, and it comes out in a foam, and rub it onto the fur, and it just kind of freshens them up a little bit. EEVEE really hates baths, and I know cats really hate baths as well, so this is a nice alternative for them for the in-between time. So we both really enjoyed that. And then one of the last things that I have to show you is actually a harness, and I know this one looks really big and obnoxious, but honestly, EEVEE has a very difficult time with collars and harnesses. She is definitely the type of dog that likes to pull you when she walks. She's very stubborn and strong-minded, so she kind of wants to go where she wants to go. And even though she's a year and a half now, we're kind of still in that power struggle where, you know, it's just how the breed is. If you talk to anybody that has Shiba Inus, they'll tell you that up until they're like 2.5, 3 years old, they can be very stubborn, and still stubborn when they're older, but it takes a little while for them to give in to you leading them. So we can't use regular collars on her to walk her, or regular harnesses, because she'll pull and then she chokes herself and she coughs. So we don't want that. What we're using right now is something called the Gentle Leader, which some of you may or may not have heard of before. And basically what it is, it's like a little, it's kind of like a collar, but it straps around the top of the head instead of around the neck. And then it has a little loop that goes around the snout. It's not a muzzle. She can fully open her mouth, she can eat, drink water, anything with it. It doesn't, you know, restrict her at all with that, but it's more of where you're putting the pressure. If she starts to pull, you actually have her pull with less pressure with the mouthpiece versus around her neck. So we use that so that she doesn't choke herself and cough and, you know, possibly hurt herself. So that's the one that we normally use, but I'm always looking for something else other than that, because everybody gets scared when they see her. They think it's a muzzle and she looks like a fox, so then they're all, you know, frightened about it. So I wanted to try and find another harness that was maybe a little bit different with the pressure and where it's set up. So this one is pretty wide, it's got this mesh, and then it also has a very soft little neck area. So we will try this out for her and see how it goes. It looks absolutely ridiculous, but it's got this little reflector tape on it, that way if we walk her at night. And then I have one other thing that I got for her, and it's actually an ongoing monthly subscription. It's my favorite one. I've tried one sample box before, and then after that I decided to go ahead and subscribe for her. It's called Pawala, or I think it's called Pawala. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I'll show you the box in 1 second. So this is the box that EEVEE gets every month, and trust me, she knows it's for her when the mailman drops it off. She does not leave it alone, loves it. And I actually really like this company quite a bit. I had a sample box that I tried and then ended up buying a full subscription of it. They make boxes for both dogs and cats, and it's $26 a month for dogs. I don't know if it's any different for cats, but I think this is such a great box. I personally don't subscribe to any beauty subscriptions, but I will subscribe to the subscription for my dogs. So this is actually one of our older boxes because I don't want to show you the new one with our address on it, but they put a little card in there, and they also have a big sheet of, you know, information telling you about all of the products that you get for that month. It always comes with different stuff, and one of the things that I really like about this is that the products most of the time are full size, and they are more natural, holistic type products. It's not, you don't really get any junk stuff in here. Most of it's very like health food oriented, so I really like that. And most of the brands that I try through here I've never heard of before, but that's actually how we found the food that EEVEE's eating right now. She absolutely loves it. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. It looks crazy like people food, and she really, really likes it. But it usually comes with all kinds of full-size stuff, like full-size treats, and this was a fresh breath thing, all different types of things, and toys sometimes, and I just really, really like this. So I did purchase a subscription of this box for EEVEE, and she absolutely loves that. Alright, so that's it for our haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to the Pet Collective for asking us to do this. It was definitely a lot of fun and for a great cause, so we are happy to do so. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!